What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In today's video, we are jumping into X-Men issue number 16. Now, the X-Men recently conducted a search and rescue mission for a potential mutant, one by the name of Piper Cobb, finding her near an alien Aconti spaceship. This is where it was revealed that Piper's twin, absorbed in the womb, was the true mutant of the two, escaping Piper's body and claiming the flesh of the Aconti ship as their new vessel. They've been dealing with this. Meanwhile, the X-Men learned that their old foe, Cassandra Nova, she is a member of a group called 3K. They are the ones abducting humans and forcibly activating mutant powers in them. Nova using her powers on the twin, turning the twin against the X-Men, while the evil X-Men of 3K are launched for their first mission, deploying the Santo Marco 6, and they call themselves the X-Men. Now, make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we're jumped into the past a little bit. We're picking up with Wire. We're picking up with this new X-Men team. The wannabe Cyclops going by the name of Schwarzschild. Really, Wire's coming in talking crap about the X-Men team, saying that they're the ones that cut off your arm. If we had your hand, we could reattach it, but you're gonna have to deal with this because of them. But we're also seeing that this X-Men team isn't necessarily very fond of Wire either. But he will be the one training them to take on the X-Men team. This is what picks us up in current day. We get an introduction to our X-Men team. Now we know Schwarzschild. From left to right, we have Constellation, we have Psychovore, we have Time Bomb, we have Juice, and Galatee. Now they're showing up on site and they're calling themselves the X-Men. Of course, Scott has to chime in saying there's a lot of this going around right now, but let me be the first to tell you, my name's Scott Summers, aka Cyclops. If there is any one person who is qualified to say who is and isn't an X-Men, it would be Scott Summers. And he's telling them they don't make the cut. And Cyclops knows who these guys are. These wannabe X-Men are the Santo Marco 6. And Magic hears this, she's straight up like, oh, word bet. Juggernaut, get my back, let's go in. We gonna eat them up, baby, let's go. The two of them charging in. Back at HQ, we have Magneto that is preparing to get into the battlefield. He has been more or less crippled due to the illness. But Beast has been working on a serum that he calls DX. So far, the effects are only temporary, and they are limited. They also have zero understanding of possible future side effects of his body, of the X gene, and how this is all going to work. But Magneto, for the first time since he really came to Alaska, since he has been up here in the cold, this is the first time that he finally feels like himself again. This is what picks us up in the heat of the battle. X-Men team versus X-Men team. As they fight, Cyclops is assessing everybody, from Time Bomb to Juice. What is most obvious is that the 3K X-Men team, they've had time, they have prepared, they know exactly who they're fighting, what their powers are, and how to counter them. From an outside perspective, 3K definitely has the upper hand. Schwarzschild having a very unique ability to be able to reverse gravity at will, to change gravity. And we see this come in quite handy when Juggernaut charges in. He's able to take Galatee and lift her up to the sky, create high gravity around her, and drop her down on the ground, right on Juggernaut. The truth is, things aren't going well for Scott and his team. Scott finally able to put down Time Bomb. Juggernaut, he's getting teamed up on. Juice and Gala trying to take him down. But even the two of them are simply not enough. When our cosmic energy wielder Constellation tries going after Temper, Temper shows what she can truly do. In all the chaos, we have Scott that is assessing the situation. He's seeing what's going down. He screams for his X-Men to regroup. Gathering themselves, Scott says that this is ridiculous, asking who do you speak for? What do you want? And what they want is to be X-Men, the vanguard of the genetic revolution. To call themselves X-Men, they believe that they have to earn it. And so this is a test. They are proving that they are the next evolutionary step, the him and his. They don't deserve the name, not with their half measures and hypocrisy. Tomorrow is coming, and tomorrow is them. This is what takes us over to Magneto. There's been an issue with this town for a little bit now. There's been a wild sentinel looming over the city. Now, for a while, it was a useful reminder to the town that it had been saved by the X-Men, but it also presented a danger. You can't just leave a giant robot / genocide platform standing around. I mean, if it fell over, the very thought. It came apparent that if one wished to move a sentinel, the easiest way to do it would be to make it walk. This is where we have Magneto in the cockpit. It was Magneto who pointed out that if he could make the Sentinel walk, he could also make the Sentinel fight. This is where we get an image of that Sentinel facing off against the Akonti ship that is Piper's twin, Kaiju Child versus Mecha Magneto. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I'm actually kind of excited that Cassandra Nova is so involved in these stories. You know, I was a big fan of Marauders. I know a lot of people didn't really like it, but I love the idea that they went back and they saw that mutant kind of created mutant kind. Snake eating its own tail type situation. There was a mutant civilization that flourished, that was thriving. And this time era, this is where they left Cassandra Nova, leaving her like 3 billion years in the past. My question is, how the hell did Cassandra Nova get to the future? Did she wait those 3 billion years out? Did she find a way to survive through all of that time? Or did she find a way to transport herself to the future? The story around her return is still very much up in the air. Who knows if they're even going to tap into it, though I really hope they do. Because there's a lot of stuff in the past that is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, we saw Krakoa in its early days. We saw a lot of mutants that have existed for a lot longer than we thought possible. I think that storyline has a lot of untapped potential, and I would love for them to dive into it. And of course, an antagonist can be Cassandra Nova. But Cassandra Nova's returned. She's got a new group. She's figured out how to activate mutant genes in adults. And they're doing this now, creating their own X-Men team. But to what peril? For what reasoning? Why? What's the purpose? Is it just to disbar the current X-Men? What is Cassandra Nova's goals here? Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you want to get caught up on everything that is going on with the X-Men, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is going to get you completely caught up on everything that is going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to free comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you're unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.